Example number 13. Example number 6. Lecture number 13. In a test, +5 marks are given for every correct answer and -2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. Part 1. Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30 marks through the she got 10 correct answers. Second one, Jay also answered all the questions and scored -12 marks through he got 4 correct answers. How many incorrect answers had they attempt? In first part, Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30. Through she got 10 correct answers. So 10 correct answers, she got 30. Out and 5 first part, in a test +5 marks are given for every correct answer. So she has done 10 correct answer. She has done 10 correct answers, and so she has got that 50 marks for the correct answers. But uh, first part is saying Radhika answers and scored 30 marks. 30 marks. That means marks given for one correct answer is 5, and C marks given to 10 correct answers is equal to 50. Radhika's score is 30. That means 20 marks has been deducted for her wrong answers. That will be the -20, and that one question wrong answer, for wrong answer -2 marks is deducted. So -20 by -2, that is 10. That means she has done 10 wrong answers. And you can write here 30 minus 50 is equal to -5 into 10 plus 30 is equal to -20, and -20 divided by -2 is equal to 10. Second part, Jaya also answered all the questions and scored -12 marks through he got 4 correct answers. For 4 correct answers, uh, he has got 20 marks, but final score is 12. So 12, 20 minus 12, that means 20 minus 12, because that whatever marks Jay has scored from the deducted 12 marks, it becomes 20. That means he has got 32 marks. Out of 32, he has -12 for wrong answers and finally scored 20. So that is 32 marks, and divided by -32 divided by -2, that means Jay has scored wrong. Jay has done 16 questions wrong. So process is -12 -20 is -32, and -32 is divided by -2. That is the number of wrong answers are 16. Example number 7. A shopkeeper earns a profit of ₹1 by selling one pen and incur a loss of 40 paise per pencil while selling pencils of her old stock. And then there are two parts. One, in a particular month, she incurs a loss of ₹5. In this period, she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? And second one, in the next month, she earns neither profit nor loss. If she sold 70 pens, how many pencils did she sell? See, in first part, in a particular month, she incurs a loss of 5 rupees. She sold 45 pence. So prices of 45 pence, that means it makes 45 rupees of profit. And again 5 rupees profit earned by selling 45 pence is equal to 45 rupees. Y, which we denote by plus 45 rupees. Today loss given is equal to rupees 5, which we denote by minus 5 rupees. So profit earned plus loss incurred is equal to total loss. Therefore loss incurred is equal to total loss minus profit earned, that is minus 5 minus 45 is equal to minus 50 rupees, that is minus 5000 paise. Loss incurred or 1 pen on 1 pen is equal to 40 minus 40 paise. So number of pencils sold is equal to minus 5000 by minus 40, that is 125. So 125 pencils has been sold by her and makes a loss. Part 2. Part 2 is saying so whatever profit earned is equal to minus loss incurred. Here profit earned by selling 70 pens is equal to 70 rupees. So loss incurred is equal to minus 70 rupees. That is minus 7,000 paise. Number of pencils is equal to minus 7,000 by minus 40, that is 175 pencils. Now exercise 1.4, there are some questions you have to solve it out. All the questions you have to solve, and then a summary is there. What have we discussed so far? So many numbers are there, and finally we have to remember all the contents here in the summary what we have learned session. And now your chapter has been finished. We will discuss the next chapter.
क्या हुआ बेटा?